Hi all. So I'm Aarti Kulkarni from Pune. I have total 4 years of experience in testing and I'm currently working as a estate. So today here I'm going to talk about why testing is hard to do. So often we heard about testing is easy and anyone can do it. But here I'm talking about why I feel testing is more challenging and hard. So whenever I think about it, the first point it comes into my mind is doing testing of any application or any functionality in a given time frame, it what makes it more challenging. So let me give you example. I feel testing is like an ocean. Ocean has the boundaries, but for naked eyes, it's a long and never ending. Testing is a similar. Testing is an endless process. We can test any application as long as it possible. Like ocean, if we go deep down in ocean, it gives us more wonders and we explore more things. Similar way in a testing, if we test more, we find out more things. We find more scenarios, more possibilities, more issues. So testing, in that sense, testing is endless and we can continue it as long as possible. Now imagine doing that testing in the right moment of the time, in a correct frame of time, and that makes it more challenging. Finding the defect at the right moment of the time, highlighting at the right time, that makes it more challenging. Another example I will give you here is a cricket. It's a teamwork, I agree. It's the batsman, bowlers, everyone has equal contribution in it. But I find bowler's job is you can see a more challenging. Why? Because batsman can have that 120 balls. They can play that whole match, and at the end they can be a not out. But what bowler has that 4 overs to perform. So in that 4 to 5 overs, they have to perform efficiently. They have to maintain their economy and they have to take the wickets at the right moment of the time. That makes them more challenging, I feel. And I can compare it to the testing. So we have to also do the testing in the right, in that time crunch, in that time frame, and find that defects at the right time, like wicket at the right time. So finding the defects with minimum scenarios, ensuring the maximum coverage, it's challenging, and that's why I feel testing is a challenging job. Another point I like to make here is we know that testing is many times we have to do repeated job, and we have to in that case many times we heard people say it's boring. So making that repetition cycle unique, engaging, creative, that is challenge, because each repetition cycle has something new to offer. We have to find out without getting boring what's new it has to offer, and we have to find more cases, more scenarios in that repetition cycle. It's challenging. Another point, I always feel that testing demands we can say more skill set in addition to the technical plus domain plus testing skill set. What addition skill set it demands? I think it's a communication and the convincing skills. So communicating your issue in a convincing way, it's an art. So you have to raise, or you have to communicate your issue in that way that it should be self-explanatory, plus it should have convey in such a way, the impact should have convey in such a way that it automatically convince the people. So with less effort, it should give you the maximum attention it requires. So that's the art. It's an art, so it's very challenging. Another point I always feel why testing is challenging is as a tester, you are the first user of that application who knows the technical implementation behind it. So knowing the use case with a technical implementation plus finding the issues, or we can say there are 100 users out there who can use that application and give us 100 of issues. But being a first user, thinking in that 100 ways possible, and finding that issues as early as possible, not only issues but improving your product under the test, thinking in 100 users way, it's more challenging and the tough. So that's why I feel testing is more challenging. Another point, it's very different, I feel, because I don't know how many companies follows this, but many companies do, as far as I know, that we have the sign off process and the approvals process, and in that process tester has to sign off and approve the things on the quality. So if you notice what challenges I have said, and approving any product's quality is like taking the responsibility of that quality, and when you take the ownership of that responsibility, I think that itself is a challenging thing to do. So I conclude it here, and because of this 4 point, I feel that testing is more challenging to do. So there is a one statement I like to make here, which is, I feel, so when I was a fresher, people used to tell me that product is like a baby to developers. So whenever you point out any issue, make sure you point in not, you don't point out harshly. So I feel, so if in that case, then what tester would be, and the fit relationship will be, testers are mother-in-law to the products. They have to ensure what process have to follow and how that product should raise, the grow, and they should have ensure the quality. So perfect relationship to it is, I think, mother-in-law. And so that's way it's a more challenging job to do. So thank you, and enjoy testing. Happy testing and happy learning. Bye.
Hi guys, myself Kitika Dikshit. I have 9 years of experience in testing. Today I'm here to speak about the topic, why testing is difficult, or why is it hard to do. There is a myth prevalent in society that testing is very simple to do, it's very easy, anyone can do testing, even an HR or admin can perform testing. Why a segregated testing team is required in software lifecycle? So I would say that anyone can perform. Yes, it is right, anyone can perform, but there is a lot of difference between a tester performing testing and anyone performing testing. I would say that there are few qualities which a tester is having. First is the responsibility which he has to take. I mean, throughout the software life cycle, he has an important role to play. A tester has an important role. I mean, from this requirement gathering, when the requirement comes in the very first phase, he has to do brainstorming and I mean, has to create n number of numerous scenarios, the positive scenarios, the negative scenarios, so that it can cover the entire application. The test coverage should be there. It should cover the entire application. This is the very starting phase of the software life cycle, which is the requirement phase, the requirement gathering phase, or when the requirements are given to the development team or the testing team. The second phase comes to the designing phase, when the developers are designing. Meanwhile, the testers are creating the documents, the test strategy, the test plans, and the environment they are setting up in which they will test. They are identifying the risk factors, and then in an agile world, when developer is developing, they are giving a piece of code, a piece of software to testing, so they are equally involved in testing. And now comes the testing phase, where all the everything is done by a tester. The testing is performed, regression testing, retesting of the bugs, and now comes the release phase. Then comes the user acceptance testing. So when UAT guys or UAT team is performing user acceptance testing, then Sometimes testers give the test cases or they assist in the queries which they have. Now comes the release phase. In release also they help. After that there comes a maintenance phase. In maintenance also they are equally involved. So a tester takes the ownership and the responsibilities throughout the software life cycle. Second point, I would say that tester has a very creative mind. Testers are very creative. I would say that like software in you take a mobile application. In mobile application, simply testing mobile application on one device will not do. What you have to do, you have to pick up the versions of the mobile, you have to pick up the OS platforms of the mobile, and then you have to test on that. Similarly, in the case of web app, you have to do cross browser testing. So these are the creativity, and there are certain tools as well. There are certain tools that are to be used by the tester. So these tools no one can use. They are equally trained, they are thorough with the tools, so they can use those tools. So tools for tracking the bugs, tools where they can find the requirements, where they can write the test cases, where they can depending upon the result of the test cases, they can pass or fail that. So that tool is equally important, which gives an entire picture of the software with what bugs were involved when it was in the development phase, or whatever came in the way during this software life cycle. And another thing I would like to say that testers equally participate in the documentation part. They create the requirement traceability metrics in which each and every requirement is mapped to the number of scenarios, then to the defects, and if they are fixed or not. So what this gives a complete picture. The entire application is covered while testing. So I would like to sum up and say that software testers are the unsung heroes in software lifecycle. Thank you.